cat.
Good evening and welcome to Posse Presents. This evening we have with us a little bit of like rock star royalty, Joey Pepper and his mama Marlene. And before we get on to Joey, who is being very vocal, Joey, thank you for coming on, and Marlene, thank you for bringing him on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I just want to give, a couple weeks ago, I gave a quick birthday shout to a friend, Mary, who I had grown up with. She was one of two sisters that I grew up with. We were like, you know, winking, blinking, and nod. Well, now, the other sister, Nez, had a birthday yesterday, so I just want to say happy birthday to her, equal friends, or, I mean, equal time for equal friends and all that. So, Nez, happy birthday. It's not a big one for you yet, and be glad that it's not. So, anyway, we had a little kitty thing going on today. I just want to give a special shout out to Speedo and Nancy and Zach for bringing him to my attention, to Blake for coming up from Norwalk to pick him up, and Animal Nation for taking him, and to Running for Rescues for stepping up for the vet bill. Thank you guys very much. You all rock. There's urgents everywhere. Everybody keep on posting, please. Some of them are, you know, getting out just in the nick of time. I had a special request, and if we could have the picture up for Waldo from Laura King, to put Waldo's picture up. And he's at the New Haven Animal Shelter. Hey, Zach, can you hear me? Can I get Waldo, please? Waldo's at the New Haven Animal Shelter, and look at that face. How could you not love him? He is truly dressed up in the Where's Waldo type of shirt. He was at a bookstore event as Waldo, if you're all familiar with the character. He is just an awesome, awesome dog. He's playful, he's happy, he's fun. He is now on the urgent list, and we really need to get him out before he doesn't get out. So if you are interested in visiting Waldo, please call the New Haven Animal Shelter or run, don't walk, and get down there and get him out of there. 203-946-8110 for any more information. And we'll go back to the regular screen. We've got some pictures of Joey that we're going to share in a little bit. Cool. I didn't get them all up because some of them were just not working out for me.
I think I emailed everything.
Yeah, there was a lot of them that came. But anyway, Joey has a story. We all have stories. Yeah. But Joey has a story.
He does.
He had an awful beginning.
He did. He had an absolutely horrendous beginning. He
Tell
really
us.
honestly did. He was from a backyard breeder. And
we all know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you and me both on that. And you know, Mom had distemper, and when Mom has distemper and she's gonna have babies, they come out messed up. They come out dead.
Now, basically, distemper, for anybody who doesn't know, the short version, it's a virus. Yeah. It's preventable with a little bit of responsibility and forethought. It's very preventable because it's very contagious. Yeah. And one of the many things it does is it attacks the central nervous system. So, you know, that's basically some of what Joey's challenges are. Yeah. So, do continue.
It is a lot. It's mostly what we're handling now on him. It's not the only thing, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The backyard breeders saw fit, you know, to dock the tails and everything else and throw them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Because they were like this.
Yeah, so really that's your level of caring by these backyard breeders, is you get a defective litter and you throw them in the freezer and just hope they all die, because you don't want to even go that extra step to pay a vet bill, which, you know, is just, I don't know how, I've got company in the studio and I've got the faces going, the horrified faces, because it's horrible. Yeah. It really is, like how you can treat an animal with such disregard. But Joey was the only one who made it out.
Yeah, he's the only one that made it out. There was someone that knew what was going on, saw what was happening. By the time that person got there, Joey was the only one that was still somewhat alive. And brought him right to us. He was, what, 4 pounds? I think like 4 pounds when he came in. He was nothing. He was just a bag of bones.
And how old was he?
He was probably about 7 weeks old.
So they waited that long?
Yeah. And I mean, It's tough. It's tough on every aspect. He's doing so much better now. He really honestly is. But I'm glad he came to us.
Yeah, so
really
when you got
honestly am.
him, I mean, here's this poor...
I was mortified.
Yeah,
I was
this
mortified
poor
when I got
creature
him.
that was literally pulled out of a freezer and left for dead. What did you do? I mean, obviously you took him to the vet.
Yeah.
And what was his, I mean, did the vet really think he'd even make it?
The vet said that it was going to be real tough for him to make it, but he had spunk, and he had just the size. He had everything about him. He wanted to live. He had that spirit. And those were his exact words. And it was like, he can do this. He may have a very shortened lifespan, but he can do it.
And how long did they really think he'd live?
Probably about 6 months, tops.
And Joey just celebrated his first birthday.
First birthday. So it's like great.
That's really cool. Now,
Yeah.
Joey's got a Facebook page, and he's got over 3,400 fans.
I know.
Which, you know, I took that last count before I left the house. I'm like, I need to know what I'm talking about. But he's got fans from everywhere.
Everywhere.
And you had like a really big birthday bash for him.
Yeah.
And
it was cool.
he's such a love. He's so vocal. You guys can probably hear him. He's just incredible. Now, he is not mobile. He can't get around on his own. You said he squirms.
He can't get around on his own. He does need his wheelchair.
And he
which
does.
has.
You've got, if you've ever seen the dogs with the wheels,
Yeah.
and I've got pictures. We'll get there in a second. He's got the wheels.
Yeah.
And all right, maybe we'll talk. We'll get the pictures up.
Okay.
Zach, wherever you want to start. I know there's the wheels kind of come later. If you can hear me, let's put up the Joey pictures. Yep, the Joey pictures. Unfortunately, folks, it's kind of hard because there's like a glass window that blocks off me from shouting out to the. Right, there's Joey and his wheels. I'm sure you guys can see that. Unfortunately, the couch blocks a lot of it. But Joey has a special set, and he got those, it looks like back in January, I think.
Eddie's Wheels got it. We went up to Eddie's Wheels.
Yeah, because
we got it,
I
and
looked at
they
the
made
date
it.
on the pictures on Facebook, because these are all up on Joey's page. And
And he loves his wheels, which he wants to be in now because he would love to race around the whole place right
yeah,
now.
so how did he do with that? How was that getting him going in the wheels?
I think it was the best day. I mean, it was just the best. It was so cool. It was just so cool to see him up and about and running around and just following everybody. He was like, wow, this is cool. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
just
if you look on Facebook and it's, basically it's Joey Pepper. There's pictures, and in the place where you got the wheels, there's other dogs running around in the wheels, so they can all just bond and learn
God, they were
from
so
each other.
interested. It was neat.
Yeah, and
neat.
it looks like he had a lot of fun. Yes, it looks like you had so much fun.
He did.
And he has no use of his front legs.
Nope,
They
no
are
use at all.
They can't straighten, or
No, they can't straighten and can't do anything, but they have gotten significantly better. When we first got him, they were turned around, and they were like
I
almost
noticed
touching
that in
his
some of
back.
the pictures
Yeah.
of the younger pictures of him.
Yeah. Very
But
brittle.
he definitely can use his back legs, and that's how he wheels himself
Yeah,
in
and he
his
just
wheelchair.
pushes him around. You put another dog out there, and he follows the other dog, and he just goes all over. He's
Oh! That's what he thinks
gotta
of all
love live
this.
TV on this, huh?
Oh, Joey, you are so
does.
entertaining.
And he comes everywhere with me. He comes absolutely everywhere with me. And my dogs at home are like his guardian angels.
Oh,
When
sure.
he's at home, and when he's with me at the shelter, I mean, he's got all his buddies there. And as you can see on the pictures, he's got a boatload, or should I say a crib load, of animals that just cuddle around him all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, it's
cool.
great. If we could get some of the other pictures, there's Joey with some cats. Zach, you got me? Okay, can we get like him with the cats? Unfortunately, there's just a little lag, but hey, this is the first time we're using this technology
Yeah, it's
tonight.
kinda
Oh,
cool.
wait, that one doesn't.
There you go.
Okay, yep, okay, there you go. That's fine. That's Joey. it looks like before his crib was in the picture, because you were telling me you got a crib for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I got that as a Mother's Day gift from Mary Lou.
It's Joey's
awesome.
crib, but you had him that looks like a pack and play. And the cats just all love to snuggle with him.
Look how tiny he was.
Yeah,
he was so tiny back then.
No bigger than the cats.
I know.
And now he weighs...
Oh, he's like 42 pounds now.
Yeah, so he's grown. I mean, he's a little bony, but he's just so handsome.
Well, he's straightened out, and that's what the vet wanted. The vet wanted him to fully grow, you know, in length and in height, and then start working on everything else, getting all this back into shape.
Right,
you know,
right.
A lot of people see this and they're very turned off by it.
Yeah.
But actually, if you see it, the pictures and everything, he's come quite a long way.
All right, Zach, we got another one or two, don't we? Yep, no, we're good. Give me another one. There's Joey.
That's Joey's therapy dog, Penny.
Okay. And there's another another better picture of the wheels, because it was behind us before.
And those wheels there actually now are huge. He had to go back and he had to get a bigger set.
Did he really?
Yeah, we've expanded these wheels so much because he's grown like a bad weed.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You just want to run all around the place.
Joey is squiggling and he's wiggling, and while you guys are looking at the pictures, he's just like all over the place over here. He is so cool. So what are some of... Okay, Zach, you can bring it back. What are some of the medical obstacles that Joey has? I mean, obviously he's not able to use his legs. You were taking him to physical therapy?
Yep, and I do that now at my house. We do it at work. We do it all the time. It's just every so often, every time of the day, you just go in, you start doing therapy with him. The more therapy that he has, oh my goodness.
Just squiggling.
He loves to lay like this at night and go to sleep. The more therapy you do, the more it's strengthening his legs, his ability to get around. He can't see, excuse me, as good as he should, but it's okay. He gets around. He sees everything. He knows when the dogs are there.
Yeah, there's a really funny clip that you have on YouTube of him reprimanding the dogs in the office.
Yeah.
And he lets them have such a noise.
He lets them have it.
Can you for us? You were doing it before we came on the air.
I don't know. Maybe you have to hear Lauren's voice.
I don't know. Oh, look at you. Oh, Joey kisses.
He is. He's really good. I mean, the obstacles are there for any of these dogs, but he's not in pain. He's not in pain. He has a spirit to live. He'll go on. And he brings so much to so many different people.
Yeah, I mean, he has such a loyal fan base.
Yeah, he does.
And it's Lauren who does the Facebook page.
Yep.
And he's just, you know, you see these comments all the time. Oh, Joey, and you know, you're an inspiration, and I love you, and
I think
he's touched a lot of people.
From Ireland was really impressive. And we have chit-chatted back and forth now because she does the same thing that we all do. She does rescue work, and she does it in Ireland. I thought that was absolutely cool.
Yeah, you know, Facebook has such a broad reach. You know, you can get to so many people, and I've got Speedo over here giving me the thumbs up. You can reach so many people, and you can accomplish so much. Yeah. And I think that, you know, people who are facing adversity themselves, you know, can bond even in spirit with Joey for his being a fighter and for him beating the odds. I mean, you know, really by all rights, he never should have, for what they did to him.
No, he should have
been here, and he is now a year old. As I said, you guys just had this huge birthday party, and there's all kinds of pictures of people snuggling with Joey, and he's just the most incredible ambassador of overcoming adversity, I think. You know, there's lots of dogs that end up on wheels. There's lots of dogs that I think have handicaps of different natures, and they're a handful. It takes a very special person like yourself to be able to give him the kind of life that he has. I think if he hadn't fallen into your hands, you know, God only knows what would have happened. I mean, it takes that special person. And
thank you. You're going to make me cry now.
I know. I'm going to get all stupid too. All right, so we're going to finish the love fest for now before we're both bawling on TV.
He's awesome. He really is. I mean, every single time when you think of the bad things, you think of him. And
Yeah.
it's all good.
So, I mean, he's wrapped in a towel right now. Do we dare to shame him?
Well, someone lost his own personal camos, but I do have a diaper on him. He doesn't like the diaper. He likes to close the diaper. I do have it on just for occasions.
Right.
You know, because he does go places, and he should have the diaper. He goes everywhere with me.
Right.
Every single place
But
I
he,
go.
as for all intents and purposes, for anybody who's worried about Joey's not having, you know, like a life of a dog, or he's suffering, or
Yeah.
he's, I mean, you were telling me, he will do his thing outside.
Yes.
And he will tell you he needs to go out.
Yeah, with that howling of his, yes, he
Yeah.
will. That boxer howl, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you gotta
So,
go.
you know, he gets around in his wheels. He's got, I mean, most dogs have a bed or they sleep on their person's bed. Joey's got like a throne. He's got the crib all to himself that the cats come in, the other dogs will hang out with him. I mean, he's just...
And at home, it's the same thing.
Yeah, he's got a setup, I mean, like no other. It's incredible. And, you know, it's, the vets say he's not in pain.
Yeah.
He goes through his therapy. He's growing. He's achieving new goals. He is such a good-natured creature. He clearly loves his mama.
Yeah, he does.
And he's just fabulous. And I know that there was a lot of people, you know, I made an event out of it, and I invited people. I made a big fanfare. I mean, he's got a lot of people. And, you know, to see the pictures and to see, you know, the little YouTube blurbs and everything else, it's all fun and fine and well, but to be able to just, like, soak him up for a little bit, this is just really cool.
Yeah.
And what would you hope that people would learn from him? What do you think his purpose is?
There's a lot. There's a lot of purposes with him. You know, there's the mindset of the backyard breeders, teaching people about all that, teaching people about vaccinating their animals, not breeding. And there's also that,
Oh, here he goes.
give of yourself.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, I think, to me, is just give of yourself. Anytime you see anybody, anything, any animal that needs you, you know, have a little bit of humanity, put it out there.
Yeah, have the
it's so
compassion.
important.
You know,
A lot of people have lost that in life. We need that back.
yeah, we really do.
These guys need it,
Yeah,
you know?
and you know, it's a sad thing to think that his life, his whole fate, never mind his life, his fate could have been different.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why he came to me. I don't know. I know how. I don't know why. But I am certainly thrilled to have him. And I'm hoping for a second birthday. I'm hoping for a third birthday. I'm hoping for a nice big back brace if my husband gets a chance to see this. I need one. And I really have, you know, good people. I mean, I have a...
yeah, you're surrounded
Yeah,
by
I
some
mean-
pretty fabulous supporters,
Yeah.
and that makes a lot of difference
It
too.
does. It does.
You know, if you've got a support system, you can almost do anything. And it looks like you just want to snuggle.
It's all he wants to do. I think he wants to snuggle with you, though, huh? You're trying to make it over her way. Yes, you are.
Aw. I
He really
hold
is a
you.
good
I
boy.
hold you when we're off camera. Mommy's better at it. I just gonna love you, okay? He's very, very sweet. I mean,
Yes.
you
Yes.
wonder what to expect, you know, in person. Like you said, some people are put off by
They are.
his
The
physical form.
bones, the bones, people are put off by that. There's a few that are. And there's the people that, you know, I'll pick him up and pick him right on up, and a lot of people think he's very, very fragile. He's not fragile whatsoever. He's strong. He's got what it takes to make it. And as far as he's going to make
Clearly,
it.
yeah.
So he's got it. And every time I go to the vet, he's like, wow, this is quite impressive. He's still around. Wow, he's walking better. He's really getting there. I mean, when he starts hitting you in the legs with the wheelchair, you know, you're doing
You know
good.
something's going right, right?
Hi, I'm here, whack. So he's doing good on that.
So pretty much he comes to work with you,
Yeah.
and you put him in the wheels, and he's just like all over the office, and
Yeah.
he's just chilling like all the rest of the animals.
That's it. And he runs around. You know, there's always a dog or two in there just for him. You know, just like he has at home, the same thing. You know, he has a dog and two for him. And they do their thing. They're outside. Everybody's rolling around. Everybody's walking around. I got this big, huge porch, and they're all rolling around it. It's kind of cool.
That
you
is
know?
pretty neat.
And he's normal in every aspect of a dog.
Yeah.
You know, he eats on his own. He drinks water on his own. You know, I made the thing really high up, you know, like a Doberman or a Dane would have, the high balls.
Right.
Where he just walks right on over and starts drinking, and it's like, that's good.
So he's got like the control
Yeah.
over where he goes in the wheels. He's not like sort of, you know.
He's
I
not
mean,
knocking into things.
You see people on like the bumper cars. They don't know what they're doing, and they're just like all over, and their wheels are turned around their stuff. But
No, I mean, the
he's
first
learned.
the first
and
few
he's gotten
times it was
control
like,
of it.
wow, but now he's got total control over it, and he's like, oh, this is cool. I can do this, I can do that, I can run over here. You know, if I'm doing paperwork or something like that at work, he's like, hey, lady, you know, and just ram into me. I'm here. It's kind of cool, you know?
That
He's
is.
good.
Oh.
He's a good boy.
Oh, Joey, you are so handsome.
Now we have an admirer who we are going to have come on over if she is ready and give Joey some love. And her name is Hannah, and she's going to come sit right here because Joey absolutely loves everybody. And this is Hannah's TV debut, and she gets to hang out with a rock star. And this will be something she can write home about. But look at him. I mean, he's just so cool, folks. Joey is just such a love. And Hannah is here because, you know, she loves animals, and her friend Jamie is in rescue, and Jamie was a guest on the show once before, and she's trying to teach Hannah the ropes. And yeah, he does a little bit. You know,
He does.
I must say, you can't hide that.
She's very good, though. She's
Yeah.
just like keeping it in.
His breath's a little stinky. But you don't care, huh? No.
He fell asleep right on you.
Yeah, look at that. His eyes are just, he's just like, he put his head on her, and he's just like, okay, I'm good. How
Just gotta breathe in
sweet.
her face. We're sorry.
Yeah, right. She'll be scarred for life.
You'll always learn to brush your teeth, though, won't you?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm sure he's got so much going on that you really, I mean.
Oh, he's got a lot. He just,
Yeah.
I use the toothbrush and everything else on him. He's fine with it.
Look at that. He loves love.
Yeah.
He's got your hair stuck to his tail. How
He
cute.
loves hair. He loves that.
He's
Men
in
and
his
goatees
glory.
and hair. He loves that.
Yeah, I read something. You've got someone who comes to visit him with a beard, and he likes the beard.
He just nibbles on the beard all the time.
That's too
And
funny. It makes him
there's a
feel
couple
like
of
he's with one
people.
of his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Say
Wow,
hi.
Joey.
You have an admirer, Joseph. Yes, you do.
How cool.
Yes, you do.
So it's going to be our hope that Hannah will grow up and be the next generation
Definitely.
of what we do,
Definitely.
and carry on our traditions. And look at how he settled right into this.
Oh, yeah. He wanted somebody else to snuggle to. He smelt everybody's smells and goes, wait a minute.
Yeah, who needs
I don't
mom?
have to deal with mom.
Yeah, yeah, like, you know, let's
There's
bail on
someone
mom
else.
because,
Yeah.
look at that. So what do you
And it
think of
goes
Joey,
to
Hannah?
everybody.
He's the cutest little thing.
Isn't that adorable? So now, Joey's got his Facebook page, and it's Joey Pepper, right? And you guys can go right to his page directly and be a fan and follow all the updates and
I
see
know
what's
I am.
going on in Joey's. You gonna do it?
Yeah.
All
On
right.
Facebook.
There you go.
You could follow and see all of Joey's updates and what's going on in his life. There's always new pictures and always new things going on. And we can absolutely thank Lauren for that because she puts her back into it and she
Very
makes
much
sure.
so.
Yep, she makes sure that that page is entirely up to date. And you guys have meet and greets from time to time
Yeah.
with Joey, and that's at the Meriden Humane Society. And you know, stay tuned for that, because if you're in the area and, you know, you want to come and have a little snuggle time, that's a very awesome thing.
And we're usually there, huh, Joe?
I totally feel like, you know, this is like dog royalty, you know? He's like the dog star, the rock star. It's like so cool. But
He is a good boy. He really is.
Hannah and Joey are clearly having a thing.
Once he starts
like
falling
so
asleep and
cool.
snoring, it's over.
It's so cool to see. I mean, you know, he's just like a dog, everybody. I mean, he just,
He's really not
you know,
different.
no, he's not
No, he's
different.
not.
No, he's not.
And, you know, it speaks volumes for
Thank you for that.
people who are put off by human issues and handicaps. I mean, you know, they're the same as everybody else, and the same thing with a dog and or a cat or whatever you've got. Just because they're not the same on the outside doesn't mean they're not the same on the inside, and that's a very big and important lesson.
Yeah.
And one that's here for you today to take advantage of with your cool sparkly shorts. I think that's so neat. And her nail polish is incredible too. She's got little designs on her fingernails. Yeah, little dots. I mean, I didn't even do my nails, and this kid's like to the nines. What's up with that? I was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm running late, you know?
Well, this was for school.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
started school a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave that alone. Do you like school?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? You like animals more than you like school?
Yes.
There you go, girl after my own heart. That's pretty cool. So, is there anything in the end, because we're getting ready to wrap up, that you would want people to know about Joey?
I think she said it quite well. He is totally normal.
Yeah,
He brings a lot of sunshine to a lot of people.
He
in
sure
various
does.
ways.
he sure does.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think that Joey has a purpose, and we all have something to learn from him. And, you know, that could be different things to different people.
Definitely.
And as we start to wrap up the show, we have a little tradition, the way we wrap up the show. And I don't know, Marlene, you might have a little hard time, my friend. We do peace, love, and dogs.
Mwah.
And Joey Pepper kisses.
Always.
And what do we always say? Joey Pepper loves you. And we will say goodnight. Thank you very
night.
much for coming on. Hannah, thanks for making your
Thank you so
cameo
much.
appearance. And then we're going dark.
Good night.
I was in junior high the first time I caught my mom using denial.